in comes Bobur, Kurbonov. 13 wins and 5 losses from Uzbekistan in those 18 fights, which have taken over a decade. He's never been finished. From Karshi near the Turkmenistani border, which happens to be Genghis Khan's summer pasture, he's got some nasty low kicks. And he starts up and he loads up on those short left hook and he goads you into coming in. He scored a TKO with his low kicks in the past. He's got a wide Pumse stance and he just very difficult to put away. He guts out the submissions. His back defense ain't great, but no one has been ever able to make this guy tap. He's a real gamer. Don't trade kicks with him either, because he can take them all day long. I've seen him in some absolutely crazy kicky duels, and like I said, score a TKO with his leg kicks. Really tough dude. He's got some very nicely well-timed takedowns, but sometimes just doesn't make them count on the ground. But he has his ability to play possum and then just absolutely explode. Absolutely fantastic fighter. Like I said, those 18 fights over the past 10 years, this lad has never been finished.
And now let's welcome to the cage, fighting in the red corner, representing Russia, Samandar Murodov.
Well, Samandar, Murodov, a Tajikistani fighter in Russia, undefeated machine, this lad. He won his road to UFC fight with 1 second left in the first round, where he defeated a guy who had 17 fights more than him, but some visa issues came for him. He couldn't compete in the UFC, so here he is at UE Warriors, where he happened to have defeated Lucas Sampaio in August last year. He can knock you out, he can submit you, he can outwit you, and he can outlast you. He's a massive talent who just lights up any cage he entered. He was the first person, actually, to ever defeat Abdurrahman Eligomedov, snapping a 10-fight winning streak at Legal FC. He today remains the only person to ever defeat the Lion of Dagestan. Absolutely superb, undefeated fighter, Samandar Murodov.
What a resume. And look, he walks in, cool as a cucumber.
Let's get the action started. Our next bout is in the UAE Warriors catchweight of 175 pounds. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a wrestler standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, official weight 174.2 pounds. He has a professional record of 13 wins, 5 losses from Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Please welcome Bobur Kurbonov. And now his opponent across the cage, fighting of the red corner. He is a wrestler standing 6 feet 1 inches tall, official weight 173.1 pounds. He has a professional record of 9 wins, no losses. From Moscow, Russia, let's welcome Samandar Murodov. The referee in charge, Sam Amidi.
We are getting towards the end of this event, and this is going to be one of those fights that everyone was looking forward to. Murodov versus Kurbonov, in an event that Islam Mukayev just walked in. He just walked in, sitting next to Javier Mendez.
Well, Samandar in the center, both exchange of leg kicks, cancel each other out.
Murodov looks huge.
Yeah, he does got a bit of a bigger frame, hasn't he? Bobur Kurbonov in the green shorts, Samandar Murodov in the black. Slowly backing Bobur up, trying to create a bit of space with that body shot, though. Goes for the leg kick, though. Samandar's headhunting here, but goes for the double. Great shoot by Samandar.
Got them huge long arms that could get around the back of him.
Gets Murodov down to the ground. Settles into half. Just steps over the left leg of Murodov.
But Kurbonov looks a bit anxious, right? He looks a bit like, you know, the deer that got stuck, right? He just almost overwhelmed, right?
Yeah.
And I'm talking just purely on body language.
Nice patient work from Samandar from distance. Set up the shot so nicely to get Bobur down to the ground. Again steps over into half guard to Samandar. Nice control at the moment from Murodov. Kurbonov on the ground, trying to be careful not to give up his neck like that. Nice control at the moment from Samandar Murodov. Nice patient build-up.
Yeah, he's fighting really well. Not giving him any space. Every time he tries to pull up onto his hip, he just flattens him out. There's plenty of ground and pound to not get stood up.
And he's using his knee as almost spear to use almost like a third hand. See how he's trying to trap his left arm? I'm talking about the Kurbonov arm, and he did get trapped. And Murodov is just unaware, like just hitting him over and over.
Yeah, the position is beautiful. And all it does is it tempts Kurbonov to give his back up and give his neck up, which he can't afford to do.
And he has him trapped between the fence and himself, and using his knee, as like I said, as a third weapon. Unfortunately, Kurbonov looks as if he's chewed more than he can. He just can't handle the situation.
That right hand from Samandar. Murodov going to work, not giving his opponent any opportunity to escape. Not taking any particular risks at the moment as Murodov, but on his back, Kurbonov really not got much offense going. Difficult to escape here.
No, I mean, Murodov's one of the best prospects in the world of MMA at his weight class. So it's very hard to tell what Kurbonov should and shouldn't be doing, because
gets the mount, he's giving up his back.
And he has the time, he has time, he has about 100 seconds. He can try to get the end of this fight. And
just beautiful back attack, great work from Murodov from Tajikistan. The undefeated fighter, now training in Moscow. He's only 24 years old, taking on a guy like Bobur Kurbonov and owning him pretty much on the ground here. He's got the hooks in, just softening him up slowly. Methodical, surgical grappling here.
Yeah, I imagine he does this stuff in training every day. He's so comfortable. He adapts, he transitions, he never lets his opponent make some space to turn towards him. When he was against the cage, he moved towards his back and threatened the choke every time he tried to posture up off the floor. It's nightmare opposition for anybody. He has got his legs crossed there, which he can take advantage of if he spots it by looping the right leg over.
His legs over, he can break his ankle. One of the worst mistakes you can do when you're back.
Kurbonov puts his right leg over, no, he's gone now, but over Murodov's left foot, he could raise his hips up and almost create an ankle lock of his own. But he's corrected it now, and he didn't spot it anyway.
And you know, Kurbonov might survive this round.
Yeah, he's got 15 seconds left in which to do so. The Tashkent lad Bobur Kurbonov has not been finished in a hell of a long time.
He's not going to want to get taken down in round two, because this is a grim grim reality of being underneath this guy Murodov.
Oh, he gets up. Bobur Kurbonov is pulling on his shoulder. I think he's indicating that it may have popped a little bit. Indicating to his corner, it looks like he's in a fair bit of pain.
Whatever he's indicating, it's a lot of negativity when you're showing something on the way back to the corner, and it's not a good place to be.
Well, we take a look at the headliner there on screen. Alex Lecco da Silva, 23 wins with just 5 losses, fighting your main event here tonight, UAE Warriors 46. Again, Makashkala's Denislam Kamavov. Absolutely superb lightweight fight coming here tonight, UAE Warriors 46. Still got Trent Girdham coming up against Dmitry Bogadja from Georgia here tonight.
Oh, and the fight is over.
Wow.
The fight is over.
The doctor's called it.
Is that the shoulder?
Yeah.
Shoulder
Shoulders
popped.
popped. Samandar tries to see if he can pop it back in for him, but the doctor doesn't want him to do so. Referee Sam Amidi's calling it. That shoulder needs to be popped back in.
And by the way, for the record, this ends up being a first round loss because with 5 minutes, you know, the timing is 5 minutes, so because he never entered the second round.
He's screaming in pain and frustration. Bobur Kurbonov, and I think he probably dealt with that for most of that first round on the ground. He really wasn't showing up any kind of offense off his back, which he has done in the past, so it now makes sense that his shoulder was popped. Could have been on the takedown as early as that, because I was surprised by the dominance of the ground by Samandar Murodov, knowing what a fantastic fighter and complete skill set Bobur Kurbonov has in the grappling. So it certainly seemed to kibosh his game plan on the canvas. Didn't have much here, really, did he, in terms of defense to the grappling of Samandar Murodov?
No, he didn't seem to have much, and it'd be interesting if he hadn't hurt his shoulders to see what he could have done. It wouldn't have been easy either way. I didn't see a moment where the shoulder would have hurt, but you can miss a lot of things watching from where we are. And he's certainly in a lot of pain. He's a very tough guy, so we can only assume that something's not quite right there. Not the way we want to see a fight end, but it was a great performance for that one round.
Well, 10 wins and 0 losses now for Tajikistan Samandar Murodov. 10-0, absolute perfect record. Just showing what a massive prospect this lad is.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Sam Amidi stops this bout at the end of round number 1. Kurbonov can no longer continue. Your winner by TKO, Samandar Murodov. To present the award, let's welcome the one and only Hento Gracie.